Okay, so a nice new pitch. I think this is the traditional dwarven pitch. I might be wrong, no, but I can see the dwarven moustaches over there, so yeah. Okay, so here we are up against the orcs in the first game of the Aerial Cup. And this should be an interesting game. Let's receive first. Still not reliable enough kicking. I don't know if we'll ever even get a kicking skink. There's a skill, by the way, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a skill called kick, which means you can get a more accurate kick, so you can put it right in a corner. And I've discussed this before, but otherwise you'll see if I do a normal kick, it can fly all over the place. But it's very useful for speed teams to be able to put one right up in the corner, so I can rush a bunch of skinks up and possibly steal a touchdown. Anyway, let's put on defensive tackle, and now we can do the full formation that I wanted, which is keeping the skinks at the back. And saw the screen, and there's my Croxagore squaring off against the Orcs Troll. And I think I'm going to pull my guys in a bit. I don't like having them separated. I don't know if it makes a massive difference, but let's see who's on the bench. It doesn't really matter who starts because all my skinks are levelled. So I'll go with those guys just now. Put Basil a wee bit back since she has sure hands and can pick up the ball on a reroll just in case. I'm trying to explain the skills a wee bit more as I go. Okay, let's kick off. Okay, quick snap, which means I can move every player one square if I want, but I won't move everyone, I'll just move a couple of skinks closer. Maybe the Saurus up in contact with this guy actually, just to give me the advantage. A couple of assists will give me 2 dice on these guys, because as you can see they've also got 4 strength. That'll do. My frame rate's a wee bit dodgy at the moment, I don't know why, but hopefully that'll improve. Okay, let's not pick up the ball yet, let's fight some orcs. And these guys, like I say, are pretty hard to injure because I've got such good armour, so I wouldn't expect to see too much in the way of injuries. But you never know. Okay, let's try out Nihilus for the first time, and let's see if we can successfully block this guy. You can push him, which is better than nothing. And look at that mighty punch, that looked pretty cool. But, okay, let's blitz you out the way. Or try to blitz you out the way. Okay, I can only push him because he has block as well. And I'll form a basic cage around here. I think I'm going to try and drive up this side, but I'll probably have a couple of skinks up here as well, just in case I need to switch play. Because if they gather all their players around me, it makes it kind of awkward to get through all these guys, because I'll probably just bunch up on this side. Of course, this is assuming I'll actually be able to pick up the ball, which is never a certainty. But let's try and tie up some of these orcs just now. I'm going to bring... oops. Oh damn it, I thought I'd selected somebody else. Okay, I did not mean that. Yeah, I was trying to move Jahani up next to him. I don't know what I was doing there. I'll see it now. I'll watch this later and see what I did there, but I don't know what happened. And the ball is vulnerable. But orcs aren't the fastest in the world, so it should be pretty safe, I think. And there's a nice wall of Saurus and the Crocs himself in the way. So they've got a bit of work to do. Plus they're orcs, they just like hitting people anyway. Yeah, I'm worried about my skinks in this game though. I mean, the humans managed to injure quite a few of my guys and knock them out a few times. And they're not particularly known for being particularly bashy or particularly strong, so should perhaps worry a wee bit more about the orcs. However, we do have a bit more room up here. I'm going to try and pick up the ball first, which is a bit risky. I'm not going to move full. I'm not going to go for it because I don't want to risk it just now. It's caused my mouse. It's caused the frame rate's a bit weird. Whenever I thought, like for example, I selected him, but it still had Bastila selected. And my mouse is just going all weird on me. Anyway, let's just stick to that wee cage just now. And as you can see, they have all started to group up on this side, so I'll move Juhani up here just in case I can get a wee counter attack. But the problem is, of course, is having so many strong players on the pitch means I can only have 4 skinks, which limits my options a wee bit, especially considering I'm using 2 for a cage, which I'll probably swap with someone in a minute, but yeah. Move one up here to escort Juhani up a bit. Okay, let's block you. Move you. I just want to try and stall these guys so they can't get to me too soon. In fact, I think I'll blitz for you. Let's knock him out, or back even. Just so they don't have an easy route through to him, because if I get rid of him, we'll be able to surround that part with guys, which wouldn't be good. Move this guy up to kind of tangle these two. And now the Crocs. Another push. But we did push a ton of players there, which is pretty funny. But it does leave him in the midst of angry orcs and trolls, which isn't good. Hopefully I'll get a casualty before the end of the game. It will be hard since we're playing orcs, but yeah. It would be nice. Although we must be playing goblins next, I think. Or it might be dark elves, I can't remember, but if we're playing goblins, you'll have a field day crushing those little dudes, which will be good. But anyway, that's another day. Today we need to play the orcs. And yep, this won't be easy. Already they have a ton of players around a ball carrier. And I think I'm going to spread out my skinks next turn, because basically they are the only ones that can score, and if they're all kind of stuck guarding... Okay, so they get an orc sent off for fouling my Crocs. Luckily he wasn't injured, but he is stunned, so he won't be available this turn. I wonder. Going for a crowd surf opportunity here, I think. Or maybe not. We'll see. Okay, I can't block. Good. I wasn't sure if you'd push him back or he'd go out of play. Okay. That's 2 out of the way. And the problem is that all my Saurus have used their turns, so I need to try and escape. Let's go for it. Oh god, please. Oh man. Of course. Anyone for stud sandwich is what the AI says, and I don't really understand. Alright, of course. He means because he filled me a couple of turns ago. Okay, but orcs being orcs, they're not particularly good at picking up the ball. either. They have one designated thrower who is okay at it, but the rest of them aren't really that good, so they'll probably struggle to pick up as well. And of course, just as I say that, they pick up with no trouble. And now they've got a ton of orcs around him, and we're in trouble. And they've just knocked out a Saurus. A counter crowd surf. I had them in the sidelines, and they pushed them out. And we've got a lot of players on the sidelines actually, it's a bit worrying. But, 2 can play that game. So that's them 3 out, and we've got 1 out so far.